Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this game development routine. My name is Toby Preacher. I'm working on a game called Oh My Zombie, and it is about 6 a.m. in the morning. And I continue working on this game, and I want to invite you joining me. And I got lots of things to do today. Let's jump into the Trello. I want to show you. Here are all the to-dos I did, and we have a few more to do. And one thing is this. Let me just pick up this heart, open the inventory menu, and if I select the heart and the sword, and they are now here in this crafting area. Let me just extend the UI crafting, and I have my item holders in there. The item holders are these containers who are holding the item, and I set a specific item type to it at the moment where I assign the item to it, or where I swap the item over. And in the first item holder there is the item type heart, which is correct. In the second there is item type sword, that's good. And in the other two, those here below, there is the item type none, which is great. And now let's hit craft, and I have crafted a heart sword. And now let's equip the heart again, and let's cycle through here. And you can see this item holder has the item type heart, and the second one, this one, still has the item type sword, even if there is no sword in this item slot. And so if I select my shield now, the shield gets placed in an empty item slot, because in this item slot there's still the item type sword assigned to it. Here's the shield and there is none. And I want to change that, because I want to be able to do any kind of item in there, and not have empty item holders like this one, and there's still the heart assigned, and here's still the sword assigned. So this is not good, and therefore I need to change that. Alright. Yay! I really like the equipment stuff we did yesterday. That's really awesome. Alright. Okay. It is in the UI crafting, and therefore I will jump into the UI crafting script, and maybe I also have to go into the crafting system script. The UI crafting script is handling the UI, the visuals, and the crafting system is handling the logic. So let me see. I think there's the updated item holder, get empty item holder, clear crafting slot. So here is a function for clear crafting slot, and when I do this, it is removing the item from the slot, and it is setting the item type to none. And I also have a function craft item, which is in the crafting system. Just jump over here and search craftable recipe, search recipes for item, get recipes, craft item. So there is the craft item, and I get the items who are in the crafting slot, and then I loop through them, and I'm looking for the item type and the ingredients. I remove the ingredients from the inventory, and I add the crafted item to the inventory. So, let me think. I could place some kind of logic in here, but I think that's not the right place because it is part of the UI logic, and so I think it should be in the UI crafting. What happens if I craft the item? I craft the item. Craft the item. Gets over here. Looping through all of that. Inventory remove item. And add item. So let me jump into the inventory. And we have the remove item function. And somewhere up there, the add item. Let's focus on the remove item. Okay, and at the end, I'm invoking the onInventoryChanged method. onInventoryChanged. Event subscribed by UI inventory, UI equipment, and UI crafting, which notifies on item pickup, drop, and change. So this event is getting fired, and then it is subscribed by the crafting UI crafting. And it is the update item holder visuals. So I think the best and clean way to fix that issue is to get into this update item holder visuals and check there if a item slot contains any item, and if not, then just change the item type to none. So I have my item holders, I loop through them, I activate them, and then I say for each item in the inventory item list and for each item holder and I say if the item holder dot item type okay, and then I'm setting the, let me see, am I setting if the UI item holder item type equals item type when it is in Craftingsystem. And if it is not in Craftingsystem, so let me just try something. I will say else you UI item holder dot item type equals to item dot item type dot none. So let me test if this is working. Let's see if this is working. Okay, I picked up all the items, and now let's add. Okay, so we have the first issue. Let me see. Okay, it's not working. there is something weird going on. So I have none, none, and none. I can't put the hard item there. Because what? Oh, there is an issue. Let me try that again. Okay, let's see. Item holder none, none, and none. Let me just spawn and pick up the items. Okay, there we go. We have none, none, and none. Okay, now I clicked on this and it should be swapped over to one of these item slots, but it isn't. I have an amount of 2, but the item type is still none. And if I swap over this, 1 and none. Okay, so this is not working. This is not working. How can I do this? I'm sorry if this is not very entertaining for you, and that's one of the reasons I didn't make any videos like this for the last weeks, because it was a lot of stuff like that where I had to figure out how to do the stuff and how to make this whole system work. But yeah, that would not have been entertaining at all. But now I want to share a little bit of it, and I'm sorry if you get bored now. I could understand that, but yeah, that's part of game development also. Okay, let me think. I say for each item holder, if the item holder item type is equals to item type. And the item is in Craftingsystem. Maybe the solution is to get up here and say, and add this. Let's just try it out. So every time it gets updated, it is setting the item holder item types to 0. But this is not working as well, so holy shit, this is annoying. This is not what it should be. Not working either. When do I call this? I think I call this every time I am dropping a item to the slots. Yeah. Clear crafting slot. Let me just try something. I have this clear crafting slot function. And what if I just take that and call it after I called the craft item method? So I will try this. Maybe this is working. It depends on how the routines are getting processed. So if the craft item routine is getting processed completely before the execution of the clear item slot, then we're good. Okay, let's drop those two. Craft, and there we go, boom. And let's see, but we still have, let me see. We still have the item type hard. We still have the item type hard on the first item holder. Oh, damn it. Okay, this is what I wanted to avoid. But why is it? If I close the inventory system now, and I open it up again, then I have the item type hard, and wow. Why does it still have the item type hard? This should not happen. Whoa. Okay, I think I have to go through this and see why. Why the item type is still item type hard. Why is that? Okay, let me see. If I clear that for each item in the inventory, for each item holder, if item holder.item type equals to item.item type and item is in crafting system, Okay. I think I have to remove this if statement, because this basically says if I have the specific item in my inventory, then it gets cleaned up. But if I don't have it in my inventory, then it's not getting cleaned up. Let me test. I hope you can follow my thoughts. Okay, let's test. Craft. Okay, so there we go. There's the heart. Here's the sword. Oh, there's the sword. Craft again. Okay, they're not getting removed. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. I'll just take this and put it outside my if statement. Oh, let's see. I put it outside there and test again. Let's see. That should work. It should work. Okay. We have the item type none. Now I have the item type hard. Here's still none. I drop the sword. Now we have the sword. I craft sword, none, and 0. Perfect. Okay, this is exactly what I needed. Yes. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Let's test again. We have item holder, item type none and 0. Now we have heart, none and 0. Now we have shield. I craft it. There is our heart shield. Let's equip it. Equip. And let's see, there is none and there is none. Okay, so this is definitely working. And yeah, love that. All right, so I can remove this these 3 lines of code. And this is what we need, and we have the first to do is done. There we go. The next one is catch error when clicking on empty item slot in crafting menu. Let me show what that means. I want to research something. Unity color picker. Menu. Or editor. What am I researching? This is exactly what I want to have. Yesterday I did the color for the equipment slot, and I want to have it in the editor so that anyone who is using this can pick a color from the editor. Make a field for selecting the color. Okay, I will take care of that later. Okay, guys, excuse me for a second. I'm back in 1 minute. So, thank you for waiting. I'm back. Let me just have a drink real quick. Got myself a glass and I have to take my magnesium because I was running this morning. Did some power yoga and then I went for a run outside, and that's really great, but to avoid my leg muscles getting sour, I need to take some magnesium. So, okay, back to work. Where was I? Okay, catch error when clicking on empty item slot. I want to show you what I mean by that. If I go into the inventory and I click on this item, it automatically swaps over to the crafting menu. And if I click there again, it is getting removed from the crafting slot. But if I click in a crafting slot that is empty, oh, I was thinking that I get an error, but it looks like I don't. Huh. Maybe I accidentally fixed that and it only occurred when there is an item type. Let me test. Item type, sort 1. No. Oh yes, there it is. There it is. Okay. There we go. Object reference not set. Sort 1. There we go. Here's the error. And the good news is we don't need to take care of it anymore, because we have written this solution for clearing the item types and the amount of these slots when hitting craft. So this error doesn't occur anymore. This is good news. So let's check it off the list. Catch error when mouse leaves UI recipe outside of the canvas elements. Okay, let me show what I mean by that. Okay, inventory. If I hover over an item that is craftable or that can be used in a crafting recipe, this pop-up shows, and I can get over here with my mouse and I can scroll if there are more items or more recipes, and then I can leave this little recipe UI, and as soon as the cursor leaves it, it is closing. And that's working pretty well, but if I leave it up here outside the canvas UI system, I get this error. Null reference exception, object reference not set to an instance of an object, and that's called by UI recipe on pointer exit. So let's see, what is that? I know this this bug, but when I implemented the UI recipe, I didn't have time to take care of it. So this is the on pointer exit. And here is the error. And what I'm doing here, I'm checking, I'm grabbing the event data, and I'm using the function pointer current raycast. And I say if pointer current raycast.gameObject, which returns the game object the raycast is hitting, is equals to null, then I set this pointer came from UI recipe to false. I clear the recipe for item UI, and I set this game object, I deactivate it. but somehow when I leave the UI recipe up here, it is returning something. The game object is not null, it is returning something. The raycast is hitting something, but it is not a game object with a component attached that is called UI item holder. And that's why the error is occurring. Maybe I should just take this thing out of here and put it down there separately. But that could also lead to a problem. I think it leads to a problem. Let me test. There we go. I can scroll. I can leave. Yes, it leads to a problem. Okay, that's not helping. Let's reverse it. Okay, I have to think and find some kind of solution that is catching the case when it is actually returning a game object, but it is returning a game object, but it doesn't contain the component UI item holder. Let me just try something. If event data pointer current raycast dot game object try get component. The problem is try get component could be some kind of solution, but the problem is that it is not getting the component in parent which I need. But anyways, let's test it and let's see if the error is still occurring. Yes, still. So there's still the error on pointer current raycast game object. But why? Is it not getting the game object? Okay, let's test this. Then I can see if it is returning any game object. Okay, hello. So I think that it is getting no game object. That's exactly why. It is not getting the game object. Maybe the solution is to not say if, but say else if. Else if, and if that isn't true, I don't think that's working either, but let's try. Look at that. It solved the problem. Yeah, that's great. Look at that. Now I can leave it by simply changing an if statement to a else if. Oh my goodness, sometimes it can be that easy. Let's clean up this. Wow. Wow. All right. We catch the error in an unexpected way. Okay. So guys, at this point I will wrap this whole thing up because in 10 minutes I have to go to my main job, and so I'm not implementing anything now. Next thing up we'll do tomorrow is adding logic for unequipping items. What do I mean by that? Let me show you real quick. Let's pick up some items. Let's craft something. I equip the hard sword. Let's pick up more hearts. Craft, equip, and let's pick up this heart and equip all that stuff. Alright, so what do I mean? So you can see I can equip all of these, but I can't remove them from here. I can swap them over from one slot to another. That's working fine as well. But I can't remove them. So I can drag them back in there, but they're not getting removed, you know. And even if I click on them here, they're not getting removed either. And this is some part of logic that is missing. And this is something I will do tomorrow. Okay, guys. I thank you very much for watching. Awesome. If you have stayed until the end, then I would give you a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay happy and healthy. And always enjoy game development. And I see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.